Hey everybody, it's NintenDude, and welcome back to more The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. In the last episode, we woke up from a 100-year nap, is what everybody wants these days, because that sounds one of the most relaxing things in the world. This time, we're going to be getting the other 3 runes from the shrines, because that's what the old man told us to do to get the paraglider. So, why don't we start this episode off like any other cool dude, like this. Activate your shield, press X, then A! Shield surfing is another cool thing you can do in this game. By pressing the shield button, holding it down, and then pressing your jump button, and then pressing A, you can actually shield surf down slopes. It's actually kind of fun, especially in this area, because there are a couple slopes. But before we do anything, actually, we should sneak up on these guys, because, as you can see, there is a chest right there. Defeating enemies in certain areas will allow you to get locked chests, so you want to do that. I want to start with this guy. I kind of want to snipe him from here. Boom! Ooh, whoa, I didn't kill him, but we can, because this is going to be a fairly easy fight. Just smash the, ooh, whoa! And my bokoblin thing broke. Bokoblin club, there, not bokoblin thing. And oh, wait, there's a archer right there. You don't want to run into him, so why don't we just end him as well, knock him off of there, and oh, wow, that was an instant kill with that. That's really cool. That's something to keep in mind. When you are using your arrow, you actually can get a critical hit from that. By doing that, you can, well, actually, to do that, you actually need to hit them on their head. If you hit them on any other part of their body, they just take normal damage, nothing too different. But if you do hit them on their head, they actually do take double the damage, and that's why you should always aim for their head every time, or anytime you have the opportunity to do a sneak attack, or you can just hit them within range. Alright, let's see what's in this chest. And what do we get? We get a Traveler Sword. We already have one of these, so I guess it's good to have 2 anyways. Also, I want to use your Woodcutter's Axe to break this open. We get a bunch of stuff from here. I think we got an arrow as well. Always break these crates open. They always usually contain something helpful, like an arrow, apples, and things like that to heal, or some things for your inventory. Very nice to have. Let's go over to here. Oh, there are some bokoblin things he did drop. He dropped 5 arrows and a bokoblin horn. Nice. And let's break this open. And an arrow, apple. Alright. Now, there's one more thing I need to talk about. Let me first switch my weapon back to trash weapon. I don't know why I just call it a trash weapon, but you know. So, when we finished our last shrine, or actually the only shrine, you probably did see something there. You probably did see a chest that was labeled differently and looked a little different from what we've seen so far. If we can get there anytime soon, Link, it'd be nice. I thought you could swim a little faster. Thank you. In those chests are special items. Now, as you can see, it's right there. The chest right there marked EX. Now, oh, whoa, actually, please leave me alone, guys. I'm trying to explain something to my boy. Oh, whoa! Trying to knock me back in here? Alright, actually, another crazy thing you can do. Why am I? Oh, I just finished swimming, so I'm all wet. Another crazy thing you can get here as a weapon, a bokoblin arm. At nighttime, usually all the normal bokoblins are sleeping and all the normal enemies are sleeping, but some other dudes show up. These are dead bokoblins. They have official names. I'll put them on the screen right now. But one of the weird weapons you can get from them is their arm. Now, it is a really weak weapon. Oh! Get it! There we go. It is a really weak weapon, so it barely has any use. So it's good as a temporary weapon, I guess, but about after 2 or 3 hits, it breaks. So never try to use it as one of your main weapons. So, let's pick this up. Traveler's Spear. A spear used mainly by travelers to fend off wolves and other beasts. It's easy to hold and simple to use. Now, we have this chest here. Now, in order to even have access to this chest, you need to have the DLC. The DLC is $20 for both packs, DLC 1 and DLC 2. DLC 2 recently released in December of 2017, actually on the same day as the Game Awards, and the same day this thing won, or not this thing, this game won the Game of the Year, which is amazing and definitely well deserving of it. But, enough of that explanation. We did everything other than what I wanted to do. So let's head over to the next shrine. Why are you still coming to life, Mr. Skeleton Bokoblin people? Alright, let's dive into the water because you can't swim, or else if you do, you'll just, I guess, fall apart. So, let's keep going over to here, and there is another item here. What is this? A hot-footed frog. A quick frog that can be found hopping around near water. Cook it with monster parts to draw out its speed boost effect. Very, very helpful. You want to keep these things that you're finding initially in this beginning area because they will be helpful in the future. Now, as you see, we are near this broken robot thing. And you see this option, the search option. When you search something, you finally, well, you're not finally, you actually get something. This is an ancient shaft, a machine part used in ancient machinery. It's incredibly sturdy. It's not made of any recognizable material, but it may come in handy someday. You want to, well, anytime you see anything like this, you want to search it. Because, again, the materials you're finding here have no use at the moment, but will be very useful for the future. You don't want to just throw them away. And also, it's not like you're out of inventory space. So, let's keep going over to this way. We do see that there is a little skull formation, and also it is in the direction of the closest shrine that we did pin on our, well, scope from using our Sheikah slate. That is a bunch of random words I just put together there. So we want to keep on going here, and as usual, you want to just break up your stamina use without overusing it and becoming tired. Which is really annoying. Also, we can start sniping some bokoblins. So we can do another snipe on this guy. Even though these guys are awake, we can just snipe this guy and kill him. Hopefully, if he turns around, we can actually get him head first. Turn around, buddy. Okay, you know what? Let's go for this one. Boom! Wow! I did not expect to do that, and they didn't even notice. Now, I do... there are enemies here, but... I'm not going to fight them just yet. There's a good reason I don't want to yet, but it'll make more sense in, well, a few minutes. So, you want to climb up here, and you want to just go over to this way, and we're up here. Go over this way, and actually, because we are not boring and we're cool and hip and stuff, we are going to run out of stamina, then we're going to refill it, and then we're going to do what I want to do. We're going to go shield serving Tony Hawk style. Also, you don't want to do it too much because it can actually break your shield. So, going over here, nothing too hard. We're going right to our, place, and, well... it's time to run. You want to get out of here when this thing turns on. We did see another one that looked just like it, and it didn't do anything. Like that one. But this one is on. This is a decayed guardian. These things are powerful, especially in the beginning of the game. If you do get hit by one of these, you get instantly killed. You do not want to mess around with these, even if you do know how to navigate your way around these guys or do know how to fight these guys. I will be getting how to fight these guys at a later moment. And also, we have another DLC chest right here. So I'm just going to open that because I really like what's in here. A Nintendo Switch shirt. So let's get festive and put that on because it's the same amount of power as our old shirt. We can be festive. Promote the Switch. Anyways, let's go down here, and we're at the new shrine. The Jabaid Shrine. I'm definitely reading that wrong, probably. So let's just immediately activate it and examine it, and let's just do it. Now, I'm not sure if I already explained this earlier, but there is something you can actually do. When you activate these shrines, you can see that the orange light goes to blue, but then some of it still stays orange. Now, you can actually see this indicated on your Sheikah slate. The building part is still orange, while the border is blue, and the ones that you've completed are all blue. What this means is that you haven't completed it yet. You just examined it and unlocked its point so you can fast travel to it, but it doesn't mean you finished it. So definitely keep that in mind if you ever are doing anything like that. So very important thing. How many times did I say thing in that sentence? But climbing tip: overhangs that curve outward and the underside of ceilings are too difficult to hang on to. If you try to climb these surfaces anyway, you will fall. Very helpful. You want to know that as well. There are a lot of good tips that this game actually does give you, not like those really basic tips like if you run out of hearts, you die. It's not like that. But anyways, To you who sets foot in the shrine, I am Jabaij. In the name of the goddess Hylia, I offer this trial. Bomb trial. Really straight up right there. So, go on to our thing, our Sheikah, I guess we could call it our Sheikah dock. I guess we could call it that. We put the Sheikah slate in there. Sheikah slate authenticated and distilling rune. Let's see what we get this time. Actually, it's probably pretty obvious by what we just called this trial. The remote bomb, a bomb that can be detonated remotely. The force of the blast can be used to damage monsters or destroy objects. They are both round and cube bombs. So whichever if I want to read nicely or properly, so use whichever best fits the situation. So we got this new rune. Now, something I really like about this game. Actually, first, before we do that, it's very similar to switching weapons. You need to just hold down the top, and you can switch between runes. Very easy, similar with shields. We only have one shield at the moment, and weapons. So, something I really like about this game is that you always have an unlimited source of bombs. Now, however, with this one, you can only have one bomb out at a time, one type of bomb actually, or actually two types of bombs at a time, but you can only use one of each. So you can actually have the spherical bomb, or actually, we'll just call it the spherical bomb, and we can also have the cube bomb out at the same time. You can only have one of each at the same time, and by pressing L, you can detonate it, and actually, if they're within range of each other, they can destroy each other, so that's kind of cool. But something that I like is that no longer do you need to buy these supplies. They're always with you now. You don't need to always be like, oh yeah, I ran out of bombs, time to go buy some more from the store, or anything like that. It's always with you, and it's kind of like a supply you always will have with you, and I really like that. So anyways, let's see what's in this chest, because, well, that's good to have. And a Traveler's Claymore, basic two-handed sword, often wielded by aspiring adventurers, sounds like us. Its immense weight can knock enemies' shields right out of their hands. Very nice. Our inventory's full. Wasn't our inventory that we can throw out? Well, I mean, it did teach us how to throw this thing, so... Actually, wait. Sorry, Boko Club. I'm not gonna keep you. I want to keep the sword, even though it is a rusty broadsword. I would rather have that. So we have a Traveler's Claymore. I don't even want to use that right now. I'm just gonna use the Bokoblin arm, because this thing can break, and I can maybe come back and get the Bokoblin Club or a Boko Club. But anyways, I don't really care, because the Boko Clubs are everywhere. So something I like to do here is blow the wall up, which you have to do. But I want to see how far I can. Well, that was way faster than I thought it would take. I usually like to go back and forth and see how far I can throw the bomb. Yes, we're playing Mario, obviously. Throw the bomb and see how far I can be by throwing it and destroy the entire wall. But now we have something cool. See that ball that was flying there? Why don't we fly with it? Woo! Boom! Land right here. We get another chest. See what it is. Amber, a fossilized resin with a caramel-esque sheen to it. It's been valued as a component in decorations and crafting since ancient times. I like that word, caramel-esque. But anyways, we have one more thing to do. And by one more thing, I mean actually one more thing. So, we see this little trumpet-looking thing, even though it's literally just a tunnel. You want to take your spherical bomb, and because, if you know your basic shapes, spheres go in circular shapes, and launch that. Boom, the bomb rests there, and why don't we have a cool background? Oh, that wasn't that cool. That didn't work really well. So, let's go down here, and let's just take the ladder. Even though you can just take the little launchy thing, you can just climb the ladder, even though they both take about the same amount of time. It doesn't really matter which one you do. But anyways, finished up that shrine. Let's see what this is. well, finished another shrine. Cooking pots. Cook up some wild cuisine by throwing together some ingredients and seeing what happens. You can't cook with an unlit pot. Well, that's basic obviousness, but try to cook something without heat. That's basically what it's saying. So now that we have the bomb rune, we can blow up this blocked path and kaboom! There you go. Nice. Also, you also don't want to run into this decayed guardian. Yeah, it woke up as soon as I just showed up. Jeez. This thing knows what's up. Can it see me up here? Oh, whoa, it can. Wow, that is... I thought it couldn't see me up there. I gotta run. Okay. That is kind of crazy. I just really like looking at the scenery here. Even though I'm not really saying anything at a lot of the points, I just love how open this game is. And look at that. I mean, I could just run around this field for fun. And there's some bokoblins there. Ho, ho, ho. They already know what's about to happen to them. All right. Sorry, bokoblins. Time to ruin your day. I'm just going to speed up and go to them. But, you know what's going to be fun? Let's use our bomb runes on them. Hey, catch. Or are they not going to show up this way? Okay, an acorn. Wow, often found on the ground near trees. Squirrels adore this nut, so you may have a competition while foraging. Add one to a meal for a nutty seasoning. And, did I? Actually, we have to get another one. Change shield. Yes, we already know that. Boko club. Oh, whoa, get out of here. I killed you with your own arm. Wow, that's actually kind of sad, actually. Also, something, oh, he has the worst aim ever. He missed at point blank. All right, try to hit me. There you go. So, something cool. If you have a shield that is wooden, and you do get an arrow stuck to it, you get the arrow for your inventory. When you put it away. Oh, and you hit me. You know what? That's not nice. I'm gonna kill you with your own arm. Again. Anyways, got some cool stuff here. And also, there is a beehive right there. You want to knock this down and get it for later. These bees will come after you, so what you need to do is just kind of hit them and they'll just go away. Oh wait, no, they won't go away. What? I thought you would go away. Leave me alone. Anyways, coarser bee honey. Honey straight from the hive is chock full of nutrients. Cooking this into a meal unlocks the potential of these nutrients and provides a stamina recovery effect. Also, I need to switch my weapon because you guys are very annoying. Okay, good, they left. I thought they wouldn't leave again. Anyways, there's a little hut right there. Probably a good idea to go over there and see what's inside, because that's what we're good at. Gonna charge over there, and, you know, there's this rock here. I know, a random turn of events and literally random turn of camera, but there is a new item here as well. Let's just slowly slide over to it. A mushroom, a mushroom that can grow almost anywhere but prefers ceilings and sheer cliffs. Cook it before eating to temporarily increase your movement speed. A good item to have, always good to get new items anytime. And whoa, I think I didn't break anything there. And get another mushroom. I think there's one more on this rock here. Oh, never mind, I guess there's only two. So let's go over to here. And there is a barrel. We're gonna break that really quick because I love breaking things. Kabwow! And let's see what's in here. Wow, there's actually nothing in here, but there is another new weapon. Let's see what it is. A farmer's pitchfork, a farming tool used to collect hay efficiently. It's light enough to be used by anyone. The four prongs are very sharp. We don't have any more space for this, so even though this is a good weapon, I mean, I'm just gonna toss it and get rid of it. And oh, I didn't mean to get your attention. I'll get your attention in just a second, buddy. I'll kill you in just a second, I guess. Let's go over to here. And my bokoblin arm is very damaged, or badly damaged. We have another new item here. A bunch of new items everywhere here. A stemella shroom, a green mushroom that grows near trees in the forest. It's chock full of natural energy. They love using the word chock here, I guess. Cook it to release its stamina restoration properties. Crazy stuff. And actually, not really, because that's what they do. Let's get these. Another new item, spicy pepper. This pepper is exploding with spice. Cook it to create dishes that will raise your body temperature and help you withstand the cold. Let's take this one. And oh, I'm running into a lamp. My life has been stopped by one thing in my life. A lamp. That was also very redundant. Get out of here. Alright, so I'm going to take this new woodcutter's axe because it's new. And I'm just going to switch back to my bokoblin arm because it's about to break. And there's some other things on here. There's a baked apple and a stemella shroom. And why don't we read this book? The Old Man's Diary. Yes, we'll read his diary because we love invading privacy. On this desolate plateau, the only pleasure that brings me comfort is cooking. And today I outdid myself, truly. I created the perfect dish. I call it spicy meat and seafood fried. Creative name. This recipe is not only restores health, but it also keeps me warm, even when traveling in the snowy mountains. With this dish on my side, I no longer have need of that itchy warm doublet. I do not know how I allowed this to happen, but it seems I forgot to write down a very important recipe. I know it contained raw meat and a spicy pepper. However, I simply cannot remember what else I used. My age is catching up to me. Turn the page backwards! Sadly, on this Ladley Plateau, I have only my own knowledge and the pages of the paper. Or actually, again, maybe it's something different. I don't know. And memory to rely on. Still, if I did find if I can't read, if I did find someone who knew the missing ingredient, I would have to give them my worn doublet. However, it seems unlikely that such a miraculous wish would ever be fulfilled. Luckily, we're around here. So, anyways, we do see the old man is around there. Let's see what else is here. Before we go to the old man, I did get the bokoblin's attention. So, might as well deal with him, right? So he doesn't really know I'm showing up here. So maybe I'll just drop in uninvited. Kind of, get a nice shot of him. Hey, buddy, turn around, or I'll just end you. There we go. Pretty easy there. There's another chest that is being blocked off. So, oh, whoa, actually, I don't want you to notice me here yet. Can I throw, oh, whoa. I don't want, no, come back here. Come back here, bomb. Oh, no, take it, boom. Wait, we didn't even hurt him, wow. Oh, whoa. Oh, wait, I don't have my weapon. Hold on, let me get a weapon really quick. I'm just gonna use a Boko Club. We have the Flurry Rush. This thing I didn't even know we would go over right now because I didn't expect to do that right now. So, the perfect dodge, basically, when you perform this, it basically means that you jumped out of the way on the perfect, frame boundary, not frame boundary, but, in that perfect point. And that means you can do a flurry rush. You, slow down time, or the time slows down, basically, and you can attack the enemy multiple times, more than usual. And it's a really cool thing to do. That's why it's really good to lock on an enemy and just kind of fight them one-on-one, even though there are multiple. It's always just good to do that. Anyways, let's pick up some more shield. We get another thing here. We get another seared steak. And let's see what else is over here. We have another thing back there, so why don't we kabam-boom that up. And actually, we had to get another piece of coarser bee honey. And these bees are not going to be happy that I did that. They're going to come back, aren't they? Oh, no, they're not. I just got rid of them. So we got a bunch of stuff here. Stemella shrooms. And let's open this chest up. We got 2 chests, I guess. And we get bomb arrows. Wow. A bundle of 5 bomb arrows. The explosive powder packed in the tips of these arrows ignites on impact, dealing a big damage to anything caught in the blast. Very, very good items here. You can switch between them just like how you do with weapons, shields, and runes, but you have to have your bow out at the moment. Anyways, we have one more chest to open here. Actually, we blew up that crate, so I think there's some items that flew all over the place. Yeah, there's some that fell from here because we got rid of the Archer Tower bokoblin, and also these crates. There are a lot of items to get from here, actually, now that I think about it. Go over to here. And a throwing spear. Wow, a specialized spear weighted to excel as a throwing weapon. It's perfectly balanced to be thrown further than your average spear, able to pierce targets from a great distance. Very nice. My inventory is just always ruining the fun. Yeah, I don't need another bokoblin club. Or Boko Club. I keep calling them bokoblin clubs. Throwing spear. Nice. And I'm not going to be using that. So, let's just jump down here. And I forgot to open these crates again, almost. So let's break, boom, acorn, arrow, and apple, and another acorn. Break that open. Arrow times 5, nice, and some acorns, nice. I'm happy with that. Can I take any more of these? Yes, I can. Okay. So let's go over to here. The old man was standing around doing something. There are some birds here, but they don't really do anything. Let's just get some apples off the tree. And something I didn't really talk about earlier is that, yes, you can climb trees and get items off of them. So anyway, let's talk to you. Oh, fancy that. So we meet again. What you doing? I thought this tree might make for some good firewood. However, getting a tree to fall exactly where you want it is quite an art. The trick is to turn your hips so that they face where you want the tree to land. So you found my axe. Why not help me out and give me a few swings? Well, I didn't really find your axe. I kind of traded it for my used one. So, to get across from here, and as you know, because the next shrine is across this chasm, that's not, you can't chop anything down with the Boko Club. We're gonna chop this tree down, kaboom, and it falls. Now, we have another weapon, or actually, did the log fall? Wow, okay, that is actually kind of embarrassing. We have another weapon here. It's not really a weapon, but it is a Korok leaf. A single swing of this giant, sturdy leaf can create a gust of wind strong enough to blow away light objects. These will sometimes fall off trees as they're chopped down. So we don't really have any space for that, but we don't really need that anyways. So boom, and boom. Will that fall right? Yes, it will. So let's just jump on here. You want to be kind of careful crossing this because it can be a little difficult. But I'm going to be cool and sprint across it because that's what I do. So let's go and defeat these bokoblins too. There are a bunch around here, but it's good for fighting training. And I want to snipe right in your head. And actually, you know what? I can just clonk you right there. And this guy got another new weapon. He's trying to hit us. And boom, ba. Okay, there we go. And we got another new weapon. No! Well, what that thing is a Boko spear. I didn't intend for that thing to fall off the cliff into, and wow, I didn't know the bomb would break all spherical physics and roll sideways, even though I threw it on a flat plane. But I guess you can blow that up. Yes, you can. Okay, good. All right, there is a chest here. And since you can tell how this one looks, you can actually use magnesis and pick it up if you really want to, but there's no point in doing that. I just would rather open it. And we get fire arrows, a bundle of 5 fire arrows. Fire arrows break apart on impact, igniting objects in the immediate area. Incredibly effective against cold things. Good to have. So we have 3 different types of arrows now. We have the normal arrow, a fire arrow, and a bomb arrow. I'm going to be using normal arrows just because they're the most common, and I don't really want to use our special arrows for anything yet. Plus, we have no use for them either. So, yeah. Pick up these bokoblin pieces. And we don't have any space for them. I don't really want that either. And we have to climb this, well, little hill mountain thing. Now, when you are climbing, you definitely want to keep your stamina wheel parsed well. You don't want to really use it up, like use it all up in one like jump, because if you do run out as you're getting higher, well, by all normal physics and basic physics, gravity is an accelerating component. As you fall from a greater height, your velocity will increase, and therefore you'll get more hurt. And that means you will die, basically. Actually, not basically, that's what's gonna happen. So, you want to take breaks, and actually you have to take breaks between jumping here. And, because then you can restore your stamina, also get some more mushrooms on the way up, because we all know mushrooms like to grow on the sides of cliffs and rocks, because that's what we read in its description. Also, when you are climbing, it's better to climb slowly because you can cover more distance using less stamina. And that is good, even though it does seem extremely slow. You want to do that because, well, then you won't die or won't run out of stamina, and you won't fall from an extremely high height. As you can see there, I ran out. We ran out while climbing. That would be bad. I need to find the next ledge to go to. Is that the next ledge over there? Or can we just make it? I think we can make it all the way up. Yeah, I think we can make it all the way up. Or, never mind. Actually, wait. Yeah, I don't know if we can make it all the way up. I'm just gonna stop over here, I guess. Oh, wow, this is gonna be close. And, okay, we barely made that one. Gonna restore my stamina, and we're gonna start jumping again. Boom. 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 Even though I said don't use all your stamina at once if you're this close, well, it's okay. The Owa Daim Shrine. Now, we have something right here. We have a rock, but let's try to push it. And we cannot move it. And there is a chest there. So, I don't even know what to do at this point. Let's just activate this shrine.
To you who sets foot in this shrine, I am Owadaim. In the name of the goddess Hylia, I offer this trial.
The stasis trial. Let's do this. But first, we need to distill the information into our Sheikah slate for this rune. I think that's what it is. Distilling rune. Yeah, it is. Okay, I was right. Stasis. Stop the flow of time for an object. Stops an object in time while storing its kinetic energy. The stored energy will act upon the object when the flow of time resumes. Making good use of the stored energy can move even the largest of objects. So, this is probably one of my favorite runes ever. So, see this thing? It's kind of not really easy to, well, time and jump across. Well, stasis comes in handy there. Boom! Let's stop time. Woo! That is so cool. We can temporarily stop time of objects that are moving. And yes, this means you can do this on enemies. I hope I don't get hit by this. Whoa! Woo! That was an adrenaline rush. You can do this on enemies as well. It won't have the same impact, but it will still stop them temporarily for a short amount of time. Please, I hope I don't get hit by anything there. All right, let's see what's in here. Traveler shield. Okay, sturdy shield loved by many an adventurer. It is made by I literally cannot read anything today. It is made of animal hide and sturdy wood, and is best suited to defending against weak monsters or animals. Alright, so let's shield surf down this thing. Whoa! Okay, I guess we can't. This is too rough of a surface. And my Boko shield is damaged pretty badly, so it's probably not a good idea. And there's an unintentional voice crack. Another item here you want to have. Iron sledgehammer. This large iron sledgehammer was originally used for mining, but it works reasonably well as a weapon too. We are out of space. So, well, I guess our Boko clubs are literally getting kicked out of every... Actually, you know what? I don't want this rusty thing anymore. It's bothering me that I still have this. Get out of here. We have the iron sledgehammer, and now comes one of my favorite uses of stasis. Using the kinetic energy, look at what we can do to this giant boulder. Like a little pebble thrown away. You can build up the items or objects kinetic energy by hitting it multiple times, and it takes that velocity of impact of force you hit. I'm sounding like a physicist here. But you basically can knock things away with all that power stored up. It's crazy. That is such a cool idea, and I love it, and you have it with you at all times. It's such a cool idea, and we get it at the beginning. There's so many uses for it as well. Well, it's nighttime and these guys are back because that's all they do. They just come and bother me. So, let's climb up this little hill right here, and as we keep on going up, and we can get a nice view of this huge place. It's massive. Yeah, this is something else that I like to talk about. Climbing down from here is a challenge. It's harder than even going down the Sheikah Tower because a lot of people have trouble with that. They just jump off and die. Here it's even harder. People think you have to go and jump down each little ledge and try to make it back to the bottom. Wrong. You don't need to do that. But before we even do that, let's use our new ability, and I hope the dead bokoblin doesn't kill us or hit us at that time. Goodbye, boulder. And now let's open this chest. Traveler's Bow, a small bow used by travelers for protection. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it can be used for attack. Blah, blah, blah. I really cannot read today. But anyway, let me just get rid of you because you're being annoying. And papa. There we go. All right, I don't really need to deal with your stuff anyways. So there is an easier way to get down here. You can teleport. Right. Remember that? You can just teleport to where you want to go. Now, there is a faster way to get to our last shrine, which is this way, by going back over here. But since we want to explore the place a little more, I'm going to take the upper route. And by upper route, I mean not upper route. I'm just going to go back to over here. Doing the exact opposite of like what I do, or what I say. You guys are back again. Leave me alone. Alright, so, funny story actually. When I first played this game, when I saw these decayed guardians, I thought I could kill them with plain arrows. They are way more powerful than an arrow's hit. But, before we do anything, with our new bomb rune, how can you still see me? Okay, with our new bomb rune, there's something I really want to do. You want to go over to here? This is where it is. This is something kind of cool and I really wanted to do. Can I shield surf down this? Yes, I can. Okay. All right. So, with our new bomb rune, and you see those explosives? Those guys are sleeping. Well, we have another new enemy here. This is a Keese. It's just basically a 1 HP annoying enemy that basically does nothing. They're not hard to defeat at all. Let's throw that there. And look at this. Kaboom! And also, get out of here. Keese, you ruined the entire thing. Anyways, we get a Keese wing, the wing of a Keese. It's covered with very short, sharp fur. It's not much use by itself, but you can mix it with critters to make something useful. It sounds kind of disgusting. But anyways, there is this new enemy. This is a blue bokoblin. He is more powerful than the other normal red bokoblins we've seen. Actually, I need to kill you. Jeez, you're so annoying to fight. I guess you have more HP than the... Actually, you do have more HP than the rest. You actually have 4 times as much HP as the rest. The other bokoblins have 13 HP, while these guys have 72. And bokoblin guts, a rare material attained by defeating a bokoblin. It convulses on its own every now and then, which is really creepy, but perhaps it has a use. Now, only blue bokoblins drop their own guts, so I guess the red ones don't have guts, which is kind of weird. But, let's open this chest. You get another... pair, or actually not pair, 5 stack of fire arrows. That's very generous. Anyways, we have one more place to go to because that is our last shrine, and why don't we just do it? We have to just go up here. Actually, I don't want to use up my stamina by jumping up all the walls, so I'm gonna jump and a jump, and I'm gonna run out of stamina, aren't I? But let's just walk sideways and let's keep our stamina going. There we go. Managed to, I guess, work around the system. And we just have to go in a straight line, basically. Sounds too easy, right? Yeah, that's way too easy. There's always things in the way to stop us. So, let's keep going. It is 1:40 a.m. in the game, so I don't know why Link isn't tired, but he should be. Let's go over this way. And, oh, actually, there is a chest in there, I think. Is there a chest in there? Did I see that right? I don't know if I saw that right. I feel like I saw a chest in there. Actually, let's break pots, because that's what Link's good at. I think I saw a chest in there. Oh, no, I saw a keys. But, did I see a chest in here? No, I didn't. I guess I'm just seeing things because I'm greedy. Anyways, what is this? Oh, key swing, okay. Gonna go over this way. And, let's go over this way. Let's go over this way. How many times did I say that as well? Probably fastest way is going this way. This way, this way, this way, that way, this way, that way. All right. If I want to choose any other words, that would be nice. Going over this path. There you go. I changed up my words. And go up these stairs, which are actually kind of useless because everything is just covered in grass now. But it used to have some sort of actual architecture, so I guess it makes sense. And we go into this area. It's a little chilly here. Temperature is getting dangerously low. Find some warmth or you'll take damage. Something new. Actually, you want to get out of here pretty quick because I got to get out of here. You don't want to be in the cold too long because you will start losing hearts slowly. You'll start losing, I believe, a quarter of a heart. Oh, no, you lose half a heart. Just kidding. And actually, I should heal myself because we do have 21 apples. We can just quickly heal ourselves. It is divided by grass and snow, so it's something easy to identify when you are in a colder area. And now we're walking on top of the Shrine of Resurrection. Kind of cool, isn't it? But we have one more place to go. The shrine is right there, but we can't get there that easily because we have one more thing to do, which is shield surfing. Damn. Oh, whoa! I did not mean for that to happen at all. Okay, let me just heal myself, I guess, because that's not what I wanted to do. Yes, break my shield for fun. Let's just use our other Boko shield, because, yeah, that's actually kind of funny. Alright, there is one more Bokoblin camp right there. We can definitely get rid of those guys because they are definitely annoying to deal with. And actually not really annoying to deal with, but they are annoying because they always want to kill us and they always think they can take us on, but we're too powerful since we now are ripped. And we also have a Nintendo Switch shirt, so you can't fight me anymore. Go over to here. I think we can snipe this guy pretty easy. No, I think we just hit him. Stop! Alright, something to keep in mind. If you do ever hit the Bokoblin... where's he going? Oh. The Bokoblin on the tower, he will sound his horn. And that will alert the other Bokoblins around here. Or Bokoblins in that camp. So it's definitely good to, well, kill them in one shot. Also, here we go. This is the new item that I talked about, the Boko Spear. A spear haphazardly carved from a large tree. There is a Bokoblin right there. I just noticed he's trying to find me. It looks like original intent was skewering meat and cooking it, but it does have some combat merit as well. It's really bad merit, but whatever. Boom, ba-bam, ba-bow. There we go. Get rid of you. You drop an arrow. I don't really care. And we unlock another chest around here. So... why don't we open up, where is it? There's the crates. Actually, you know what? Since this thing is weak, and it didn't even do anything. Thanks a lot. Let's just break these crates open. An arrow, and an apple. Let's break this metal crate as well. An arrow. Wow, that's actually kind of sad because the wooden one had more stuff in it. And boom. Let's break this stuff. And we have roasted base. A base that's been cooked whole over an open flame. It's flaky and savory smelling. Offers more hearts than a raw version. And now... when we read in that diary, or actually in those things, we can, actually in one of the tips it told us, not in the diary, we can cook things here because, well, it has fire. So, remember when we read that the spicy pepper can actually let us take the cold and keep us warm? That's what we need to do here. So let's cook this. This combines two random objects together, and... we get spicy fruit and mushroom mix. Grants low-level cold resistance. The dish contrasts the sweetness of fruit with the savoriness of the mushrooms. So, when we eat that, we can actually resist the cold for the amount of time it says we can. 3 minutes. So, that's actually a really cool thing. Alright, so let's open this chest and see what we get. Amber again. So, nothing new. And, let's pick up these other items. Let's see if we can get this, Boko bow. Yeah. I don't know why I've not been picking up the bows. I just keep thinking that I'm out of space. Oh, never mind. I am out of space. Yeah, so, that's why I don't pick them up. There's your answer. Alright. Now, before we head into the cold, when it turns cold, you actually do see that this little icy, snowy little thing flies across the screen. You want to eat some of that food that we just made, and we have cold resistance for 3 minutes. And whoa! Snowboarding at the max. Whoa, geez. And now we can actually use magnesis to pick up this little panel. We can actually turn it, and actually I just realized that I need to kind of drop it over here and then re-pick it up in this way that it is basically perpendicular to me. Not really perpendicular, just in front of me, I guess. And we built ourselves a bridge, which is cool. We are using magnesis, and we have 2 minutes and 30 seconds to get to the top over there. There will be enemies along the way. You want to watch out and don't want to waste too much time fighting them, because if you do waste your time fighting enemies, well, you're going to run out of the cold resistance and you will start taking damage again. So I just recommend just running past them if you ever see any, and just going directly for the shrine. And let's keep on going. We're almost there, actually, so I don't really think we have a reason to worry. But just getting there faster is better, just so you don't need to, well, worry that you're running out of cold resistance and losing hearts and possibly dying. So let's go over up here. We have to kind of go on a skinny route and go between these. Also, make sure your stamina usage is well used. So I cannot come up with any words right now, but we are, oh wow, and these bokoblins, whoa, these bokoblins are jerks. But the shrine is almost here. We are almost there, and you don't want to fight these guys. It's better to just fight these guys after. Well, oh whoa, and I actually ran out of stamina trying to climb that thing. At least you see what happens there. You want to fight these guys after completing the shrine. It's just easier like that, so you don't need to worry about, well, getting the shrine or dying right before the shrine. So the Kanamut Shrine. Let's examine this. Well, let's head inside.
To you who sets foot in this shrine, I am Kanamut. In the name of the goddess Hylia, I offer this trial.
The Cryonis trial. Sounds like the coolest one. Let's dock our Sheikah slate like we dock our Nintendo Switches. Cryonis. Create a pillar of ice from a water surface. Builds ice pillars that are very stable. These pillars can be used as stepping stones or as obstacles. Use Cryonis on an ice pillar to break it. Another really cool rune. You can create your own pillars out of the, well, any water. And if you want to get rid of it, the little hammer thing shows up and you can break it. So let's just rebuild that thing really quick and then jump on board and you can climb it. Anyways, let's go down here and then, can we shield surf downstairs? No, I don't think we can. But I keep trying to shield surf, but I don't think there's any point in trying to do that. Now, we can also use our Cryonis blocks to raise things that can be raised, which is really cool as well. Also, there's another one of these dudes. Always trying to fight me. Pew! Alright. Boom. Get rid of you. Pretty easy, pretty easy boss. Not pretty easy guy. Well, I guess he's not really a boss either. I guess he is a pretty easy guy. Anyways, this is another really cool thing you can do with Cryonis. You can kind of like use the little, well, scale things. And wow, I'm doing a really bad job trying to just put it where I want to. And kind of create this little slope that you can climb up. And jump onto these stairs. And wow, that's really cool. There is nothing over there. But there is that. Now, using Cryonis, you can do that, and I'm just gonna be cool and be parkour! And jump over here, and let's open this chest. Traveler Spear. Spear used me. Oh, well, actually, we already have this. We don't even need this one, but Traveler Spear, we already got it already and threw it away as well, so I don't really find a use for it since we already have better weapons. I think. Yeah, we have better weapons. So, yeah, let's go over here. And, yeah, that was the end of the Cryonis trial. It was really straightforward. There was literally one chest that we could have gotten, and we already have the item, so there's no point in getting it. Let's do the last one for the runes. Burning things. Dry grass catches fires especially easy, and that fire spreads quickly. Cutting grass. Wildlife taking shelter in the grass will sometimes jump out when you cut their hiding place. We haven't really run into that problem yet, or even issue. But ho, 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 who is this? It's Old Man Santa. What's up, buddy?
With this, you have now acquired all of the spirit orbs from the shrines on this plateau. Oh, extraordinary.
That means it is finally time. Link, it is finally time for me to tell you everything. But first, we gotta do something else. Do we need to buy our groceries now or something? Imagine an X on your map with the 4 shrines as the endpoints. Find the spot where those lines intersect. I shall wait for you there. Do you understand? Where 2 lines connecting the shrines would cross, there I will be waiting. Alright, we're also super cold. So, let's look at our map. We're at this one, and he tells us that when the shrines have direct straight lines, and wherever those lines cross, is where he will be waiting. At the Temple of Time. So, the fastest way to get there is probably just go back to the Shrine of Resurrection and travel there and get there really quick. So, I'll see you guys at the Temple of Time. In due time. Alright, so we're back at the Temple of Time. Well, almost at the Temple of Time. We're at the entrance and we're going up the stairs. So, I guess we're almost at the Temple of Time. Took a long time to get here. Actually, not really, but anyways, let's go to the Temple of Time because I've been saying that like 40 times at this point. Might as well just go inside because I keep stalling, or actually, I'm just going really slow, so let's speed things up. And there's a bokoblin waiting for us. What's up, buddy? Pa. Gibba. Alright, so let's take his stuff. And, as you can see, this statue is glowing. For a very good reason. You, who have conquered the shrines and claimed their spirit orbs, I can offer you great power. It appears you have claimed 4 spirit orbs. In exchange for 4 spirit orbs, I will amplify your being. So tell me, what is it that you desire? This is how you get more hearts. this game has gotten rid of heart containers and heart pieces, and I love that. I never liked finding heart pieces in any Zelda game. They would always be through side quests. They would always be through random places. I never liked that, and I always thought it was super annoying. And now it's through these shrines, and I love that so much. So you get to choose here between a heart container and a stamina vessel. This the stamina vessel increases your stamina wheel by 1/5, I believe, and the heart container just adds another heart to your heart count. So in the beginning, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing a heart container, then a stamina vessel, and just alternating back and forth between each 4 spirit orbs. And then eventually I might just start doing more of one than the other. But we'll see where we are at that point when that happens. But for now, we're going to be starting off with a heart container. Yes. Go and bring peace to Hyrule.
Ho!
The blessing of the goddess has made you that much more resilient, I see. Here I am. Get up here, quickly.
Well, we have one more thing to do. Get to the top of the building. So, how are we gonna do that, right? I mean, we can't really just climb any building we want, right? I mean, there is a ladder here, but never mind. That kind of went anticlimactic really fast. But yeah, you can climb this ladder, but you can also just climb the side of the building as well in certain areas. But, is there anything up here? I believe there is something around here. I feel like I am missing something. We're gonna talk about it or find it a little later, I guess. It's better that we just go to the old man who is standing at the top. And, well, it's finally time. This dude is literally on fire, so let's see what he has to say.
Well done there, young one. Now then, the time has come to show you who I truly am. I was King Rome Bosphoramus Hyrule. I was the last leader of Hyrule. A kingdom which no longer exists. The Great Calamity was merciless. It devastated everything in its path, a century ago. It was then that my life was taken away from me. And since that time, here I have remained in spirit form. I did not think it wise to overwhelm you while your memory was still fragile. So rather than that, I thought it best to assume a temporary form. Forgive me. I think you are now ready. Ready to hear what happened 100 years ago. To know Calamity Ganon's true form, one must know the story from an age-long past. The Demon King was born into this kingdom, but his transformation into malice created the horror you see now. Stories of Ganon were passed from generation to generation in the form of legends and fairy tales. But there was also a prophecy. The signs of a resurrection of Calamity Ganon are clear, and the power to oppose it lies dormant beneath the ground. We decided to heed the prophecy and began excavating large areas of land. It wasn't long before we discovered several ancient relics made by the hands of our distant ancestors. These relics, the divine beasts, were giant machines piloted by warriors. We also found the Guardians, an army of mechanical soldiers who fought autonomously. This coincided with ancient legends, oft repeated throughout our land. We also learned of a princess with a sacred power, and her appointed knight, chosen by the sword that seals the darkness. It was they who sealed Ganon away using the power of these ancient relics. 100 years ago, there was a princess set to inherit a sacred power and a skilled knight at her side. It was clear that we must follow our ancestors' path. We selected 4 skilled individuals from across Hyrule and tasked them with the duty of piloting the divine beasts. With the princess as their commander, we dubbed these pilots champions, a name that would solidify their unique bond. The princess, her appointed knight, and the rest of the champions were on the brink of sealing away Ganon. But nay. Ganon was cunning, and he responded with a plan beyond our imagining. He appeared from deep below Hyrule Castle, seized control of the Guardians and the Divine Beasts, and turned them against us. The champions lost their lives, those residing in the castle as well. The appointed knight, gravely wounded, collapsed while defending the princess. And thus, the kingdom of Hyrule was devastated absolutely by Calamity Ganon. However, the princess survived to face Ganon alone.
Link, you are our final hope. The fate of Hyrule rests with you.
That princess was my own daughter, my dear Zelda. And the courageous knight who protected her right up to the very end. That knight was none other than you, Link. You fought valiantly when your fate took an unfortunate turn. And then, you were taken to the Shrine of Resurrection. Here you now stand, revitalized 100 years later. The words of guidance you have been hearing since your awakening are from Princess Zelda herself. Even now, as she works to restrain Ganon from within Hyrule Castle, she calls out for your help. However, my daughter's power will soon be exhausted. Once that happens, Ganon will freely regenerate himself, and nothing will stop him from consuming our land. Considering that I could not save my own kingdom, I have no right to ask this of you, Link. But I am powerless here. You must save her, my daughter, and do whatever it takes to annihilate Ganon. Somehow, Ganon has maintained control over all 4 divine beasts, as well as those guardians swarming around Hyrule Castle. I believe it would be quite reckless for you to head directly to the castle at this point. I suggest that you make your way east out to one of the villages in the wilderness. Follow the road out to Kakariko Village. There you will find the Elder Impa. She will tell you more about the path that lies ahead. Consult the map on your Sheikah slate for the precise location of Kakariko Village. Make your way past the twin summits of the dueling peaks. From there, follow the road as it proceeds north.
Go on. Here is the paraglider, just as I promised.
And we finally got that paraglider, but we also learned one of the most epic stories ever. Wow, what an amazing cutscene there. With that, you should be able to fly safely. Wait, be able to safely fly off the cliffs surrounding this area. I guess we can never get away from my terrible reading ability. And I think that's it. I've told you everything I can. Link,
You must save Hyrule.
Well, we now know what happened 100 years ago to us, and who this old man really is. Next time on The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, we're finally going to be leaving the Great Plateau and exploring a new place of Hyrule and making our way to Impa. See you guys then.